Blackstone Audio presents The News Where You Are, a novel by Catherine O'Flynn. For Edie and Peter. Prologue. April 2009. He gave up any pretense of jogging now and walked slowly along the lane, following in the wake of an empty crisp packet blown along the tarmac. Without its example, he wasn't sure he'd have the will to move forward. His steps were heavy, and the elasticized cuffs of his tracksuit made his wrists itch. He looked at the loose flesh on the back of his hand, pinched by the bright red polyester, and found the contrast grotesque. Mikey had let him down again. Finally he understood that Mikey would never do it. The sky had darkened as he walked along, and now the first fat drops of rain splattered on the road around him. Phil nodded his head. Rain was all that had been missing. He heard a car approaching. Its passing force would whip the crisp packet away, and he didn't know what he'd follow then. The driver was making the most of the straight country lane and picking up speed. Phil moved slightly closer to the hedgerow on his left. He knew he cut a pitiful figure, an old rain-soaked man dressed head to toe in Nike. Jimmy bloody Savile. The car was getting closer now, and as it did, it veered slightly toward Phil's side of the lane. Phil smiled blandly in its direction, force of habit. As it drew down upon him, he realized that the driver wasn't going to swerve away. In the last few seconds, the sky's reflection on the windscreen vanished, and Phil saw the familiar face behind the wheel, white with fear and running with tears. Chapter 1. 6 months later. Frank's daughter sat in the front passenger seat, humming the same tune over and over. The notes spiraled upwards and then abruptly plummeted, before starting the ascent again. Frank drove toward the city. "What's the tune, Mo?" asked Frank. "It's a song by the Beatles. It's a man asking questions about when he gets old." "What? When I'm 64? "Yeah, that's it. Dad, do you want to know something?" Yes, please." "When I'm 64, I'll be 8 times older than I am now. 8 times 8 is 64. "That's true." She looked out of the window. 800%. She shook her head in amazement and began to hum again. Frank frowned. "But when I'm 64 doesn't sound anything like that." Mo beamed. "I know. I invented a new tune. It's better." "Oh, okay." Frank paused. "It's very different to the original. Are the words the same?" "I don't know. I'm just humming." "I know, but in your head are the words the same?" "No."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?